Hello, everyone, and a very big welcome to all the learners across the globe. In the last tutorial, we discussed about the parts of speech in a nutshell. आज का हमारा वीडियो भी उसी टॉपिक के साथ रिलेटेड है. So let's get started. Shakespeare once said, "What is in a name?" But जहाँ ग्रामर की बात आती है, names play a very important part. So आज के ट्यूटोरियल में we will discuss about nouns and its types. So first of all, let's discuss what is actually a noun. So let's start with the definition first. As we all know that everything that is under the sun has got a name. हर एक चीज का कोई ना कोई नाम है. In the simplest of the form, उस नाम को हम noun कहते हैं in English grammar. Or in a formal definition, we can say that name of a person, place, thing or animal is called a noun. The noun also names a feeling or an idea. Since they are the names of the various things or they discuss about the names of the various things, that is why nouns को naming words भी कहा जाता है. Now comes the types of noun. Let's discuss कि nouns कितने types के होते हैं और उनको with examples थोड़ा elaborate करते हैं. The various types of nouns, there are actually 8 types of nouns. Let's see the 8 types. Proper noun, common noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, and compound noun. These are the basic 8 types of noun. So first of all, let's discuss about the common noun. Common noun is actually the name which is commonly given or generally given to a class or a group of things, animals, people, places, and other stuff. They are common, so that is why they are called common noun. It is common to every person or thing. It can be, for example, horse, tree, table, girl, pen, paper, pencil. All these are common nouns. And next is the proper noun. It is, as the name suggests, proper, particular, of certain specific thing, person or place or an animal. किसी भी चीज का, place का, person का नाम particularly, specifically, वो उसको हम proper noun कहते हैं. It always begins with a capital letter. For example, Taj Mahal, India, Ryan, Rita. These are all proper nouns because they are specifically belonging to some person, place, city, state, or monument. Let's understand the difference between common and proper noun with one example. If I'm talking about common noun, a word day is the name we usually give for any other day. It can be any day. But for proper noun, it can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When we are talking specifically about one day, a particular day, a specific day, that becomes a proper noun. But when we are talking generally about any day, it is a common noun. Next are the concrete nouns. वो nouns or all those things that we can touch, we can feel with our hands, they are called the concrete noun. They are mostly used for non-living things. Since they are made of certain kind of a material, they are also called material nouns. There are many examples of concrete noun which are divided into subcategories. We will discuss those categories one by one. Categories of material nouns. First one is metal. Metal, any form of metal is a material. For example, iron, gold, silver, platinum, copper, etc. Then manufactured products, वो products जो हम manufacture करते हैं, factory में बनाए जाते हैं, clothes, chair, rubber, paint, etc. All the natural phenomena that occurs on its own, rain, cloud, frost, mist, dew, water, etc. All the geological bodies, where is a stone, a rock, graphite, mud, sand, etc. All these are material nouns. And then the goods that are produced in bulk, like tea, sugar, rice, wheat, etc. All these are the examples of material nouns in their subcategories. The next we are going to discuss are the abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are those which we cannot touch them physically. They are actually more like feelings or qualities of certain things or certain people. They are the ones that can only be felt, not physically touched. Honesty, kindness, love, discovery, hatred, popularity, bravery, freedom, innocence, agency, youth, quickness. These are some of the examples of abstract nouns because these are only felt. They cannot be touched. The next one are the countable nouns. As the name suggests, all those nouns that can be counted come under the category of countable nouns. Let's see some of the examples. 4 tables, 3 chairs, 1 nose, 2 arms. All these are examples of countable nouns because we can count them in numbers. And next is the exact opposite of countable noun, that is the uncountable noun. As the name suggests, these cannot be counted. These are exactly the opposite of countable nouns. And when we are measuring them, we use words like some, more, many, much, a lot of. Let's see some examples. I need some lemon juice. She has lost a lot of hair. How much money do you need? Rina is more intelligent than her sister. We cannot say that I need 2 lemon juices or I need 3 lemon juices. We'll always say I need some lemon juice. So these are all the examples of uncountable nouns that cannot be counted in numbers. The next one is the collective nouns. There are certain nouns that exist as a group and but they are treated as a single entity. Such nouns are called collective nouns. For example, a group of people, a group of places, a group of animals, or a group of things may not be given separate name. They are treated as a single entity given a single name. That is why they are called collective nouns. And since they are a single entity, that is why the verb used with them is also a singular one. Let's discuss this with more examples. Some examples of the collective nouns are chest of drawers, bundle of sticks, flock of sheep, family, bunch of keys, and many more. Bouquet of flowers, hive of bees, troop of horses, fleet of ships, string of pearls, and bale of cotton. All these are actually a group of things having a lot of things in the group, but they are referred to as a single entity. The next one is the compound noun. Sometimes it happens that 2 or more nouns are collaborated to form a new word. Such word is called a compound noun. Let's see some examples. Butter plus fly makes the word butterfly. Again, in this example, 2 words, butter plus fly, they are added up to make a new word, that is butterfly. Similarly, rainbow and handwriting are also compound nouns. There are many more examples that you can find in your day-to-day life about compound nouns. So that's all for today's video, friends. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, like, and share my channel so that I keep on posting more and more videos. And for some further videos, we will be continuing with parts of speech only. Today we discussed about nouns. In the next, we will discuss about verbs. Thank you.